We're live, apparently. Apparently, we're live to the nation, to everyone's friends, their family. This is like the Doubles Queen's speech at the beginning.
I was going to say.
21.
I was going to say it's exactly like the Queen's speech, live to the nation.
And I just literally checked that we were live, and we are. So if you heard me listening to myself, that's what that was. Tom, how are you?
Here I am. I'm absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Simon. Thank you very much for asking. How are you?
All right, thank you. And I should say, this is, for those of you who are new, because I've got quite a few new followers over the last couple of weeks, out of nowhere, you've all suddenly arrived, and it's lovely. And for those of you who don't know, book HiBearNation, of which we're announcing the winter edition, which I always think winter stops on like December 31st. Incorrect. But it's basically, it used to be a weekend where I gave some prompts and people just went off and read. Now we're joined by Tom. We do it for 10 days. We have some lives, we have more prompts, we have the whole shebang. And we're going to, in this video, announce what the prompts are, all those kind of things. And if you've got any questions or comments or anything, we can see them. So now I can see Story Time with Ellie is so excited and she just can't hide it. I know, you want to.
Brilliant. And we're both suitably dressed for winter.
Yeah.
What did you call them?
There are high bear hoodies.
High bear hoodies. There you go.
High bear hoodies. Might start
very comfy and cozy in mine.
Well, I'm wearing pink because it's Lauren of Lauren in the Book's January.
Exactly. And is pink the colour of today?
That's today's colour.
I saw on Lauren's Instagram actually that it was pink was the colour of today.
And what we wanted to do today was to have a chat because we thought it'd be just nice, a bit of fun. It's been a bit of a dodgy 24 hours. I'm not jinxing 2021. I think it's just a little bit of a hangover from 2020. We'll get it sorted out. We'll get it all mopped up and then we'll move on. Is kind of my thoughts. So we thought it'd bring a bit of joy. But one thing we were going to say is we're not going to talk about, like, we want this to just be a glimmer of joy. And so we're not going to focus on the things that are going on. Not because we're in denial. Actually, if anything, I think I've ingested too much news today. But we just wanted it to be a little bit of fun. So, yeah.
Escapism.
A little bit of escape. That's right, Tom. That's just the right thing. Just what it is. I'd like to apologise to everyone. I've got really bad curls because I've conditioned my hair. I have to do it at least once a week and it goes absolutely ridiculous. And I've broken my holiday, which people won't even know I've had because I scheduled stuff to go live and I just shifted stuff about. But I'm technically off this week from everything. But we just felt it was a good time to do it, didn't we? We're having a chat on the old WhatsApp.
Oh, chat on the old WhatsApp. We thought it's now or never. We've got to do it.
Never. That wasn't quite how extreme.
This would give people enough lead-in time to be able to think about their TBRs and things like that before we properly start.
So, should we announce the dates of Winter Book HiBearNation?
I think we should.
Shall I do a drum roll?
Please, if you could, thank you.
We have discussed what they are, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so. Shall I say what I think the dates are and you tell me if they're right or not?
I'll do a drum roll.
Okay. Friday the 22nd of January through to Sunday the 31st of January.
That is the one.
Yes. We're so good. We're so good at this.
Good. So it's going to be from, like we said, Friday the 22nd until the Sunday the 31st of January. So literally the very end, a really good way to end January and then kind of be on a high before. I actually find February harder work than January. So I think this will just really get me into the rhythm. I wanted to go into the rhythm of the night there, but I'm not going to. I was just getting ready.
Yeah. It's sometimes difficult to know what to read in January, isn't it? Because I'm quite a seasonal reader, as I think quite a few people are. But after Christmas, I don't want to read Christmas books. Lots of wintery books tend to be quite Christmassy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, this will be this will be useful.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more, because literally the moment the tree came down, I was like, ah, I literally had some Christmas short stories like, bye.
No,
You're going away with the decorations. You're going away with your decorations. I'm done. I'm done with you. Now, what we have done is we have created, I'm just going to get my notes because I'm a true professional. We've created, as with last time, we have the, well, me and Tom call them different things. I call them the basic bear prompts, the basic ones.
Basics.
And then you've got, what do you call them, additional prompts?
Well, I've got the core prompts, or like the main prompts, and then just some additional prompts. But we can call them what you like.
Well, I call the other ones daddy bear prompts.
That, because it's like this is like book hibernation extra.
Yeah, it's the daddy edition.
It's the full-on edition.
It is full on, unfiltered. It's off. Anyway. So, yeah, so between January the 22nd and 31st, we will be giving you, well, we're giving you them now, these prompts. Now, the first 4, of which one has 2 parts, 4A and 4B, we discussed this only today. So they're going to be the basic ones, and they will accumulate to the group read, but we're going to keep you on suspenders until we get to that, because honestly, what's going on?
Everybody got their suspenders on.
I'm talking about daddy bear suspenders. Wow. Welcome to Savage Reads. Right, do you want to go first with the first prompt?
Sure, why not? Okay, so these are the basic bear prompts, or the core prompts, call them what you will. So the first one is to read a book with an alliterative title. So I'm guessing everyone knows what alliterative means, but it's just basically where there's the 2 letters of a word and that, yes, that.
Like a good, I think, you know, I love alliteration. I'm a big fan of it, not just because I'm called Simon Savage. I genuinely like alliteration. And we have to say that it isn't my name. Oh, sorry, the lights just went out outside, like some sort of mystery was happening. We should say that that isn't the reason that we've done the alliterative title. It's not because of my own ego.
Well.
So that's the first one. So I hope you're all taking notes, because I don't know if I'll have put these in the notes here. But I think, Tom, will you be doing a TBR somewhere, and also recommendations? Because I'll probably do videos in the next week or so where I might do like my TBR next week and then the week after, or maybe do some recommendations from my TBR the week after.
Yeah, I might do the same. I think it might be a bit more Instagram focused. But yes, I'll be telling people what my TBRs are going to be, and some suggestions of things that you can read which match these prompts. Definitely, it's weird because the only thing I can think of, I can only think of one book at the moment in my head, which is the alliterative title.
Is that our group choice?
Maybe.
Our group read. Oh, somebody's just said, Chucky Cake said that she's just started Silver Sparrow, which I would highly recommend. That's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant book. And that actually links in to something that we're going to come to, where there is an extra layer that we're going to put on this book hibernation, which isn't a prompt. It's just something we really, really want you to do, which we all should be doing anyway. But, you know, anyway, so we'll talk about that. So prompt number 2 is a book with an icy blue cover, or part of its cover. We felt like white with snow and everything was too obvious and possibly a bit too Christmassy. So we thought, if it's kind of that sort of icy, it's not quite purple, it's almost virgin on turquoise in my head.
It's very specific. Please run all choices by Simon prior to choosing.
Yeah, if it doesn't match what I've got in my head as that Dulux colour, you're out.
You're out. It's not it.
Not it.
So
that
colour though, and actually thinking, we were just before we came live, I was looking at my bookshelves thinking what books there were that had that colour on, and there are quite a few.
Yeah, I think that it sounds difficult, but the more I thought of it, the more I thought there might be kind of more options. So, Tom, prompt 3 of the basic prompts.
Basic prompts, here we go. Prompt 3 is to read a book with a feather on the cover.
Oh,
what
might that be?
What a wonderful prompt.
At least it's not like last time, which was autumnal colour, green.
Green.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, sorry, go on.
Sorry. Somebody I love this title as a handle, It's a Library, which I just read as Shit's a Library, says, would Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes count as icy blue? I would say yes, because it's also got a bit of metallic foil on it, which adds to that slight icy iridescence in my head.
Yeah. No, I'd say that definitely counts. Absolutely.
And also that's great because it's non-fiction, because a lot of people go straight to fiction. Actually, we haven't said anything about non-fiction in this one, which we did in the last one because it was non-fiction November and I need to breathe so that I can carry on speaking. Right, so, and I need a deep breath for this one because this is the one that we came up with today, because the initial 4th prompt was to read a backlist book by an author you've read before and want to read more of. So it could be a favourite author, it could be an author you've read one book of and you really, really have meant to get to another one. All of this is because I'm trying personally to read more backlist books this year. Or if the group read for you is not an author you've read before, because me and Tom were thinking about this because we suddenly realised that some people might not have read this author before, whereas we have, making it all about us. 4B, so that was 4A, was a backlist book by an author you want to read more of. 4B is, or it's a new year, read a new to you author, so somebody you've never read before. And either one of those count depending on whether you've read, well, what do I want to say, Tom?
I know what you're trying to say, Simon. What you're trying to say is, either way, whether you've read the author before of the book that is the group read, this will work. 4A or 4B, something like that. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying for 4A, and then for 4B, if you've never read the group read author before, then new year, new to you author will work. Principles of prediction would count as alliteration, right? Books and Kai wants to say yes. Correct. Yes. So like ours has got an ampersand in the middle, but it still counts. Where did that come from? Why didn't I just say and?
Oh, ampersand. Look at you. Who do you think you are?
Honestly, he starts judging more prizes and look what's happened. Words fly out.
It's an ampersand.
It's a new year, new me. I can say words with more than 2 syllables in.
Oh, we've got lots of people. I've just seen the comments. They took a while to load for me. I'm just seeing the comments now. Got people saying hello. Hello, Jenny from Bookish Shenanigans, and hello, Emily from Novell Novels. Oh, very exciting, isn't it? Sorry.
Helen Hickey says she'll be picking Vesper Flights for the feather one. Good choice, Helen, because actually, if a bird has its wings open, that's still feathers, so it doesn't necessarily need to be a single feather. And Helen's saying she's missed the other prompts. We'll go over them again before the end, but also we will share them out with you. Oh, Natalie is here. Natalie Murray is here. I love her. Anyway, right, I love all of you, by the way, but just Natalie and I, the special connection, the fact that our partners both call us Bear. Cute. So, right, Tom, I think you should do the big reveal. Not that one. I will do a drum roll and you can reveal what the first of the additional prompts / extra prompts / Daddy Bear prompts is, which is to read...
Bellman and Black by Diane Setterfield. Or should I say Bellman & Black by Diane Setterfield. So this is the group read for winter book hibernation. And yes, if you read this, it will cover all of the kind of basic prompts for winter book hibernation.
Because to go over them very quickly, there is alliteration in the title. It has icy blue on it, because you can't see it great in this light, but it is the most incredible icy sort of turquoisey blue. It has a feather on the cover, and for us, it's an author that we've both read before, although actually I haven't read her work for about 15, 16 years. That's how long ago I read The 13th Tale.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you've not read it before, then it will be a new to you book. So therefore, it'll be, people are excited.
People are excited.
I did it again. Has been wanting to read it forever. Heather's got it on her TBR. Charles Heathcote says it's an amazing book. Helen Hickey says, "Oh wow, has a feather. I'll be changed my mind then." Love her books. She's got feathers on the back as well. Oh, it keeps giving.
Oh, it's just absolutely wonderful, isn't it? I really, really, really like this book. I think it's I can't decide whether, I mean, The 13th Tale is definitely my favourite Diane Setterfield, but I can't.
You read this one already?
Sorry?
You read this one already?
I've read this one already, yeah, but I wanted to reread it.
Sorry.
Outrageous. But I wanted to reread it. Yeah, I really, really, really like this, and it's very atmospheric and very wintry, and yeah, I really hope people enjoy it.
And also, we were talking about this earlier, it's really nice size font, and look at how short the chapters are. Couple of pages, that's the chapter. I'm gonna race through this.
Done it, smashed it, absolutely smashed it. Kelly Kroger has said Burial Rites is icy blue with a feather on the cover too. What were we saying, Simon, just before we joined the live, that Burial Rites would be a good...
That would be a choice. I love that book.
So good, so good.
It's not the group read, but I do love that book.
It's not the group read, no.
And I'm really chuffed that you suggested, because I chose last time for autumn, Lady Audley's Secret, and then I wanted, we want to take it in turns basically to choose the group read, me and Tom. And when he mentioned this one, because there are a few other options, but this one I was like, oh, that's going to be perfect, because I think it's going to be one of those books that I think it's going to be one of those books that will introduce people to her writing. It's going to be really escapist, and also, yeah, I'm really excited for it. And I don't know why I have not read more, because I enjoyed The 13th Tale when I read it years and years and years and years and years ago. And I was going to read Once Upon a River, but I didn't get round to it. So yeah, but people are very, very excited. Somebody's just had a family emergency. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't. Oh, what have I just done? How do I get rid of that? What have I done?
You're selecting things.
I didn't know I had the power to do this. In fact, now I can do things like this. Look, somebody, a hungry worm, loves a decent sized font source.
Who doesn't? Can I do it? No, I can't.
No, I have all the power. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. That's very exciting. So anyway, yeah, I was going to read Once Upon a River, but I haven't got around to it. And this is a shorter. I can't work out where I'm supposed.
It is shorter. It's shorter than Once Upon a River. It's definitely shorter than 13th Tale as well.
Yeah. So
I really love her writing. The 13th Tale absolutely had me on the floor. I adored it. And Once Upon a River is really atmospheric as well. I think she's really good at writing atmosphere.
Oh, well, lots of people are thrilled because of the short chapters.
Sorry?
Lots of people are thrilled because of the short chapters.
Oh, yeah. Short chapters.
People are very, very excited about that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And we have three additional prompts on top of that, because, like we said, this will, if you have this edition, I should say, will cover all of those prompts for you. So the first of the extra prompts is to read a book with winter, snow, or ice in the title. We thought that would be a really good, wintry one. So if you want to celebrate Christmas again, why not?
Yeah. I think I think there should be quite a few books. I mean, perhaps we could extend it to the word frost.
Yeah, we could. Or snowflake or icicle.
Or wind.
No, not wind.
Not wind.
Not wind. Let's not bring in wind. Helen Hickey said Winter by Alice Smith. Yeah, you could have Winter in the title if you. Oh, we said Winter. And actually, Tom was going to choose Winter as the group read, and I was like, people might feel like they have to read the whole quartet.
Yeah.
And it is. Winter's my favourite of my absolute favourite of that quartet. It has to be said.
Yeah.
Little Miss Vix 81. I don't know what you've done, Tom, but she says, "Oh, Tom, now
I think extending it to the word frost. I think that's
brilliant. That everyone. Cause I feel like a news presenter when I pop this up. I'm like, oh, suddenly it's live TV."
Jenny from Bookish Shenanigans has said that Melmoth and the Black Flamingo would be good feather prompts, which is true. And also, I think Melmoth has the icy blue on the cover as well.
Yeah, that was also nearly another group choice, but I forbade it. Put me swiftly. And Tom, this actually was your next choice for an additional prompt.
And I thought, it was something a little bit different. So the next prompt for the Daddy Bear prompts is to read a wintry poem. So I thought this would be quite good because just before Christmas I was reading some poetry actually it was part of October. I was reading some poetry by Thomas Hardy, and there were some wintry type poems in there. So I thought that would be quite good. And I've just for Christmas I got a collection of poetry by William Blake. So I thought there's bound to be some kind of wintry poem in there that I could read, and also Emily Bronte has some good wintry type poems. So, yeah.
You've not mentioned her poems ever, Emily Bronte's poems.
Emily Bronte's poems? Have I not? I read them not this October, the one before.
Oh, I thought it was, what was the poetry collection you read last year that you loved?
What, the one just gone?
Yeah.
That wasn't a poetry collection. It was the Selected Letters by Charlotte Bronte.
That's it.
Honestly, that was unbelievable. If anyone gets the chance to read Charlotte Bronte's letters, read them. It was it had me in tears.
Tears. Absolute tears, left, right, and centre. He couldn't stop. Honestly, I was amazed. You literally could not have sold that more. It was brilliant. It was such a. I just wondered, actually, has the Betrayals got any of these things on its cover?
Probably. It's upstairs.
Because I'm amazed you've not devoured that one already.
Do you know why? I'm a little bit scared.
Do
you know, in case it doesn't live because I love the binding so much. For anyone who doesn't know, The Betrayals is the next book by Bridget Collins, who wrote The Binding, which I absolutely adored. But yeah, I'm a bit scared. What if I don't like it as much?
I have that with any book where I've loved the author's previous books. I'm always quite nervous about, like you were saying, actually, the miniaturist is the perfect colours for one of the prompts. And I love Jessie Burton's writing so much. Every time there's a new book, I just don't read it for ages because I'm nervous. And that's the last one, the publicist got me to do a gig with her, so I would read it in time.
Yeah, you kind of then, don't you? By the way, Jessie Burton on Instagram is brilliant. I love Jessie Burton on Instagram.
I want a house. I want all.
Her house looks amazing, doesn't it?
I want it all. And some people are saying, Scout Harris says Laura Purcell's The Corset has a feather on the cover. Somebody's saying you could read Robert Frost, the author. You could. People saying they love the miniaturist. People are saying, is a long petal of the sea the right blue? I don't know. I've not seen it. But just like a pale, icy blue, I will leave you all to judge. Because also, people see colours differently. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I mean? Like, I might see turquoise as blue, but some people see it as green.
Yeah.
And I'm not obsessed with green. Don't I always bring up green. Anyway, right. And then so that's the sort of final reading prompt. The extra prompt that we always ask you to do is share your winter reading nooks and books on, not your nooks and grannies, but your nooks and your books on social media using hashtag book HiBearNation. Ignore the winter bit because it doesn't help with the algorithm and the joys of that hashtag. So shall we quickly go over those prompts again before we then say what the extra sort of icing on top, what I did there, extra icing on top of this beautiful wintry book hibernation cake is. Tom, tell us about the basic prompts again.
Here we go. Basic bear prompt number 1, a book with an alliterative title, hence Bellman Black. A book with an icy blue cover, or as part of its cover is the second prompt. The third prompt is a book with a feather on the cover. And the fourth prompt, split into 2, is either a backlist book of an author that you've read before and want to get back to, or reading something by a new to you author. 4A and 4B.
Lovely, thank you. And then the Daddy Bear / extra / additional prompts are read Bellman Black by Diane Setterfield, which will cover all of those prompts if you read it in this edition, because she'll either be new to you or she won't. Read a book with winter / snow / ice / icing / frost / I don't know, snow truck in the title. Read a wintry poem and share your winter reading nooks on socials using hashtag book hibernation. And what we really, really, really would love for everyone to do is make this list as diverse as possible. So, you know, I'm already starting to think, right, books with snow and ice, which authors of colour do I have titles of? Is there possibly something by a queer author that might fit my wintry poems, because I love queer poetry? So trying to diversify as much. We didn't want to make this a prompt because we don't want it to be tokenistic. We didn't want it like to be something where we felt like, I think everybody is trying to read much more broadly anyway, but we just wanted to really, really kind of put that in there. So yeah, so that's kind of what it is. Also, lots of you are asking about all of the prompts if you've just joined. Tom's made a lovely Insta slide where we will put the prompts out. Insta slide. That's about to hang it. But yeah, and actually one thing I might ask Tom to do very kindly is if he can just move the snow up a little bit and the winter up so there's a bit more space in the middle.
Oh, I don't know if I can. I'll try. I'll give it a go.
You can just sort of nudge them up, nudge them down, pop those trees a little bit lower, pop that winter a little bit and snow a little bit higher, and off we go. And if you can't, that's absolutely fine. Just small font we'll have to use.
Be like this.
Now, Tom, you were saying, oh, and also we should say, actually, there will be, at the end, Tom and I haven't actually talked about this, we will do an Instagram Live the first day, because also I don't think that's a Lauren and the book's cozy reading night, so we won't be clashing there. Lauren is doing, I think, a stay-at-home cozy reading night the Friday of that week. We won't be doing anything that Friday apart from joining in with cozy reading night and reading whatever we're reading. But we'll probably do an Insta Live during the week that week. Although actually on the Friday, I might have to be at, I think it is the Costa Book Awards finale online party thing. But the reason that we're doing it the last week of January is because I actually will be, well, the judges will be making their decision the week before that. So it means I've got plenty of time for reading whatever I like, having finished that. So there we go.
Wonderful. Yeah, lots of things in between. And I'm really looking forward to seeing people's, not nooks and crannies, but they're reading their books and nooks on Instagram and the such like. Because I really enjoyed that last time. It was so fun seeing people tagging us in their kind of social media posts showing us what they were going to be reading, and I loved seeing people's TBRs. So people had some absolutely smashing TBRs for autumn book hibernation. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that again using the hashtag book hibernation.
Yeah, with bear spelled like. I don't know if that's what I mean. And it's all because of that tattoo. That's why I've always been called, I was called Bear for years. I got this bear done and now that's it, it's stuck. People are asking where they can find the prompts on our social media. I think you're going to be more active on Insta, aren't you, for a while?
Yeah.
I'll do some videos on this channel anyway, as like next week and the week after, just as reminders. I will try, once this has gone live, and once it's processed, it takes ages with live because they have to check for swears and all that kind of stuff, and that we didn't say anything awful or do anything awful on screen. I didn't realize that happens with every video. Every video gets processed.
Really?
Yeah. He's calling. Chris Khan says you're so demanding. So what have I done that's demanding today?
I think it was demanding about moving the snow down, moving the trees down on the.
Probably. I get Chris to make the thumbnails for me and Melanie's book club when we don't do it in real life, and he hates it because I'm literally like, no, move that, move that, move that. No, that needs to be lower. No, no, we both need to be the same size. No, that's the right. Oh, honestly, dreadful. And
oh God,
because I can't do it. And if I could, I wouldn't ask. Anyway, I was going to say I'm also really looking forward to seeing your books and nooks. I don't mind seeing the nook and cranny, but I'd rather see books and nooks. So no unsolicited naughty pics on my DMs, please. Thank you. It happened enough. That would be absolutely lovely. Tom, anything else?
Just to say, I mean, Laurie Roma has said, how about an entire bird? The cover of Bellman and Black in the US is apparently an entire bird. I would say absolutely
satisfying. Don't they? Birds have feathers on, so
yes, unless it's a penguin. But I don't think the cover of Bellman and Black in the US has a picture of a penguin on it.
I'm looking it up now to see what that one looks like right this second. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, it does look quite different. Is it that one?
What is it?
Oh.
Oh.
Can't make it go. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. It's too my screen, it's freaking it out. But yeah, don't worry. Bookish Shenanigans has said Boy Snow Bird by Helen Oyeyemi would be a good choice. Yes, I have ordered that already from Waterstones because I would like to read that one. Because I'm going to try, can't believe I'm about to say this, I'm going to try and do all the prompts and this.
What, a different book per prompt? Oh my goodness.
What I'm going to do, minimum, I will do this and the extra 2 prompts.
Yeah.
And obviously the social media, because I'll be on it all the time. But I would like to try. There's just a few books, especially because I want to diversify my choices that I might, we'll see. But one of the things that's lovely, and we said this last time when we did the finale, which I should say, sorry, I didn't finish. So we'll do Insta Lives on the first Friday and probably the Wednesday. And then do a finale here on YouTube again on the Sunday as a finale party. And then what we did say last time was like, if you don't read more than like this, or you don't read more than one of the prompts, don't beat yourself up. Part of the fun is going through your shelves and picking stuff off and changing your mind halfway through. And there's no hard or fast rules. We just want to we just want it to be fun, and we just want you to all enjoy it. And that's what the joy of it is for me. And having Tom join me to do it has made it like a million times more fun.
Yeah, there's no pass or fail. You can just do what bits you can and what bits you want.
We're just excited about the potential of this autumn's book HiBearNation, the fact that we might actually be able to see each other and possibly have like a Tudor book prompt so that we can go to the Tower of London and dress up as Anne.
Yes, dress up as Tudor wenches. I want to be Anne of Cleves with her wonderful headdress like that. And
I want to be Anne Boleyn.
Okay, fair enough.
There we go. The 2 Annes will be there. So let's do it one last time for everyone. If get your notebooks ready, pens in hands. Why does everything I say today sound rude? Do you know what? I was saying I'm going to be a bit more me this year, and that will involve a lot more euphemisms, and I do not apologise. So everybody get your notepads, get a pen, whatever it's going to be that you choose to write, or notes on your phone or whatever, and we shall do the prompts one more time. So, Tom, the basic bear prompts are?
Basic bear prompts are: 1, read a book with an alliterative title. Number 2,
Bellman Black.
Bellman ampersand Black. Number 2, read a book with an icy blue cover or as part of its cover.
I feel like a bear hostess.
Number 3, a book with a feather on the cover. There it is. And number 4, a backlist book of an author you've read before and want to go back to, or B, a new to you author.
There we go. And the extra prompts are: read Bellman Black by Diane Setterfield. They are: read a book with winter, snow, ice, anything along those lines, snowflake, got snow in it, frost, anything like that in the title. Then read a wintry poem, and you can choose however you want. And share your winter reading nooks on social media, Books and Nooks, using the hashtag Books and Nooks. Actually, I think you should use the hashtag, but also hashtag Book HiBearNation. And like we've said, over the icing on all of this is if you can make your TBR as diverse as is possible. That would be brilliant. We got there, we've done it. And for those of you who are like, oh, I didn't have a pen or a notepad or whatever, I will try and put them in the notes on this video once it's processed. If not, Tom and I will be doing posts on social media with the prompts and everything. And yeah, so I'm going to do a tweet after this letting Diane Setterfield know personally that she's our book group choice, or group read choice even. This is not a book club, Melanie would tell me off. So but yeah, so that is the plan. Tom, quick last few questions that I've got. Reading.
What am I reading right now? Oh, funny you should ask, Simon. I've got it right here. It's huge. It's The Other Bennett Sister by Janice Hadlow. You've read this, have you?
I have. I enjoyed it.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm only like, bear with, I'm only like 137 pages through, and I think it's like 600 odd pages, but I'm really enjoying it. I really liked Charlotte by Helen Moffat, which is like a retelling of the character of Charlotte from Pride and Prejudice. So, and this kind of is the same sort of thing. So yeah, really enjoying it. What are you reading?
I enjoyed that one very much. I was judging it was up for a prize, so I couldn't talk about it because it was submitted, and we all really liked it. But it was, when we got to the long list, it was a really big battle between who was getting where and what was getting on there and all that kind of stuff. But it was very, very good. And I'm reading, actually, this has got kind of an icy cover, and it's almost got snow on it. The Unfinished World by Amber Sparks, which is a short story collection that I've had on my shelves for nearly a decade. My friend Michael Kyness, who used to host the Books on the Nightstand podcast, bought it for me and said I'd love it. And this proves why you should keep books on your TBR for a rainy day, because I'm reading it now and I'm blooming loving it. So,
good.
So, and I'm between novels. I can't quite decide. I almost picked up a Maggie O'Farrell this morning, then I nearly changed my mind because everyone's talking about Their Eyes Were Watching God, because the author Zola, I would say Zola Neale Hurston, I think that's right. Apologies if it isn't. Would be 130 today, so everyone's been talking about the book. You know, when people suddenly start talking loads about a book, you're like, oh, I actually really fancy reading that now. So who knows where I'll go with that. You'll all be able to see my reading vlog on Sunday, which will be my next video on this channel. So yeah, so we will let you all go. Just in case any of you are thinking about things like when the next book club is, that we will be announcing, me and Manny will be announcing next week, and it's going to be in February, middle of February, because we're both having a bit of time off, just because we've both got lots in our diaries. I've got the costs to do, she's got a new TV show to film, all sorts. And Crime Time with me and Pip will be back in probably March. And we're going to do it quarterly, so it's going to be every quarter, a bit like me and Tom, a little quarterly something.
A quarterly trait.
The quarterly trip. Oh, I like that, yes. But I've got to go because my chili con carne is ready.
I want you. I can I just say I saw on Chris's Instagram yesterday those pizzas he was making you. Oh my god!
Well, do you know what? That was a very good Christmas present from me to me, but technically for Chris, because I bought him the recipe book. And all I'm going to say, like, I know you don't eat meat, so this is probably going to be offensive, and I'm sorry, Tom, but asparagus and pancetta pizza is possibly the nicest thing I've ever eaten.
Oh really?
Yeah, I mean, our wee has been horrendous today, but you know what I mean, our asparagus wheeze. Although actually, I can't say that Chris has been at work, so I haven't really seen him, which is another reason to go, because I am married to him, so at some point I do need to speak to him.
Exactly.
Mainly because I want me to. Anyway, yeah, so I will see you all in my vlog on Sunday. I said I was going to do them on Saturdays. I'm not going to do them on Sundays. I've changed my mind. I'm allowed. I'm having a year of intentions, not resolutions. Tom, where can people see you next?
They can see me. Who knows? I might be uploading a YouTube video soon. Who knows? But I'm on Instagram at Tom_reads_things. That's where you can find me.
He's followed by the greats, mainly HRH.
HRH, Dame Louise, Duchess of Savage.
I wonder if you could join in with something in winter hibernation. I say winter book hibernation even, sorry. Oh, can't remember what it's called. Anyway, on that note, we're going to go, but I will speak to you all soon. Tom, thanks again. Can't wait to do this with you. It's going to be really always a pleasure, never a chore. And thanks everyone for joining in and the chat and everything. And like I said, all of our socials will have the prompts and everything on properly soon, or this video will once it's processed. But until then, it's goodbye from us. Bye.